Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Transformer fans, Gundamizers, and collectors of anything else that you collect. Weapons, toys, figurines, model kits. This your boy Diz Designs, and I'm proud to finally get this bad mamma jamma done. Now, I took my time with it, and I enjoyed it. There was actually so many different ways I could have customized this model kit here that I could not decide on really what I really wanted to do with this particular model because, like I said, I've never put a model kit together from this company here, and it was not like trying to build a Bandai model or a Gundam. It was similar, but not exactly. Honestly, from the frame on, it was man, how can I explain it? The frame itself, you didn't have to put together, which I was grateful for that. In my introduction video before I actually built this, I showed you guys the frame of it, and it was metal or like a metal alloy. Okay, but you could actually take it apart, which I actually did. If I was a better editor or video taker, I would have shown you guys step by step of what I was doing, but I tend to like to take my time and I have a lot of distractions, so that's why it takes me a little bit of time to build my models, is because I like to do them in peace and without interruptions. So with that being said, again, here we are with the blue frame CH-01, okay, from the company ZZA. I'm probably going to look into seeing if they have any more stuff out, because I really did enjoy this figurine. Or I'm sorry, not figurine, but it works like a figurine. But it is a model kit. It came with several different options. Okay, so a lot of the options, I went ahead and I just went ahead and I used the frame box here to put all the extra accessories and parts to it there. All the ones that could fit. So in the pack, right, you had these options here. So you could have went with the all white, which I did not use any of it except for I was thinking about maybe using the eyes, because they gave you right here an option of some white eyes, but you can put the yellow stickers on there, which in my personal opinion the eyes look really dead without the stickers, so I may just switch it out at some point in time. I mostly use like the blue. As you can see, I mostly use the blue. I use some of the white. Okay, so actually I think I used all of the white, to be honest with you, because there were some white pieces in there that I felt would have looked better than the blue. Okay, so as far as the model kit itself, let me zoom in for you guys, because I know you're like, get into the zoom, Diz, get into the zoom. I got them up in a Kia pose, so I do believe, although it's not a Gundam, it is, anyone that's put together a Gundam kit can clearly tell that it is Gundam reminiscent. And I feel like they took several different Gundam designs and made their own, which I don't have a problem with that, to be honest with you, because if you look at the head sculpt, I think it's got the head sculpt of a redesigned version of the Strike or Impulse, because I know that seems to be a very popular Gundam series. I don't know. I don't understand why. I know you guys are tired of me hating on Seed, but I did not. No. it's got a, it's, you know, if you look at the, even at the hand there, or not the hand, but the side of the, right here, it's got a bit of the, Gundam 00 with all the different orbs and things like that. If you go down here, uh, again, another reminiscent of Seed, but yeah, but if you just, let me pull my camera down here. If I can, if you guys just look right there, that's a bit of like the Gundam Wing, Gundam 00 also. Pretty much in any Gundam that had the little orb in the chest. Yeah. I feel like that pelvis area was some from another Gundam series. I'm not 100% sure. If you guys know where a lot of the ideas and things came from, let me know down in the comments, because I like designs of things. I don't particularly like the animes, but I will give props to when someone comes up with an idea and they make their own stuff, or their redesign of something that was already out there. I can appreciate that. As an artist, I sometimes take ideas from other creators and kind of like, well, put my own little twist on it. Anyone that's been to my DeviantArt page will see I have lots of different variations of Optimus Prime. But let's get up in here. So, there we go. And something just popped off. I don't know what popped off, but so the peg just popped off, but it's not a problem. It's not a problem, because for the most part, it's very, very, very tightly put together. Now, there was an incident that I did right in here. So with this particular company, they had a lot of extra snippets, so when you would cut the pieces off, you would still have some extra plastic stuck onto it. And I got plastic cutting crazy and didn't realize that I cut off one of the pegs. So be careful, particularly on this part here. There is supposed to be a peg. Do not snip that, okay? Because you're gonna get this ugly looking thing here. Now it does stay, because you got one, two, you got about 3 layers of plastic holding this on. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Okay, it is very nicely put together. It's pretty stiff. It's not too stiff and it's not too loose. At least for my copy, it's not. Other copies might be tighter than others, but yeah, well, if I can get everything to cooperate correctly. Alright, I'm gonna get this piece off if I can. So this piece here, that's for if you want to equip the shield. That's completely up to you. I am a shield guy, so this mecha will be rocking the shield. If I can get him to stand on his own without the stand. Alright, lower my camera here so you guys can actually see. But yeah, lower it down some more. Well, maybe not. Okay, there we go. So I think I'm gonna keep it about right there. I'll just move the camera back and forth like so. But yeah, oh man, I I can't tell you how much I enjoyed putting this together. Cause I mean, look at that. I like that. I've never seen a foot design like that. Me personally, I'm sure you guys that have been in the game far longer than me have probably seen this, but I haven't. Okay, and just yeah, that's to me that's just cool right there, right? Um, when I first started building this, when just the frame, right? So all I did was I added the feet and trying to remember what all I added, but basically all I did was I added the feet, and when I got done, honestly, it looked like Sonic the Hedgehog, right? Because unfortunately you don't see all the blue, but the majority of the frame is blue. And actually, here you go. So if you look at that, okay, all right, if you look at that and you put the little red feet on there, I mean, to me, I just thought it was like a, you know, Sonic the Hedgehog. But yeah, man, the color separation is great. You got your different. So you got like your dark gray up in there. Then you got your white. Then you got you some more light gray right there. Your blues shine really good. The clear pieces that I put in there, I like that. I went clear with this just because I didn't want all blue, like I said. So I kind of went blue, clear, blue, and all the way up. So that's why if you guys like, well, it's not consistent, Diz. Well, I don't want it to be consistent. I wanted something different from what they have on the box there and everything. But yeah, I can't tell you guys how happy I am to get this, because I've been waiting on this one for a minute and just could not get it. Yeah, thank the Lord that I finally had the funds and the time to actually find it, get it, and like I said, thank you Shoji's store for getting this again. I appreciate you guys, and I will be buying from you again. As far as the back, you got this right here. So that's all the way opened up. On this leg, it's pushed down. All right, so you can also close it up. All right, and if you leave it open, you get that right there. How they intertwined all this stuff, like this right here, this right here was a separate piece. Okay, that blue in there is a separate piece. There's some gray underneath the blue that you'll never see, and right there, okay, they didn't have to do that. They didn't. So this right here, that's a separate piece. These two are separate pieces. I mean, as far as thought process, design wise, putting it together, Bandai is in trouble. Okay, I've been saying this from day one when I started my other venturing out from Bandai. Bandai is in trouble when it comes to their model kits, because these third parties, they're taking their ideas and making them better, making a better product at a cheaper price. Okay, because this is, believe it or not, this is actually cheaper than a master grade. Okay, just to give you guys an idea. All right. But yeah, this company, they didn't have to do that, but they did. The detail, you can even open this area up here, right? All right, now mine is awfully loose. Like you just saw where it just kind of just snapped off. I don't know if it's just loose because I didn't put it together correctly or not, but we'll go over here to the other side. It's got little rocket boosters right there. these move. Okay, I don't want to risk moving it, but these move up and down, back forth. You know, it's on like a little swivel. They did the same thing with the other piece here. I don't know if you guys can. Oh man, I can't get it to move up so you guys can actually see it. But because it is a model kit, it tends to want to come apart. But yeah, they did the same treatment on, let's see, right there. Okay, they did the same treatment there. They didn't have to, but they did it anyway. I appreciate that. You know, something just fell. What fell? What fell? You guys see where it fell off at? Cause I don't. Anyway, huh? Normally you would think that's oh, came off the foot. Okay. All right. But yeah, even though mine tends to like come apart, you know, it's a model kit. I'm not going to play with it. I'm playing with it now, but I'm not going to play with it. It has all the same articulation as any type of Gundam. It just seems to be very tight. Okay, so it's got, you know, the swivels on the head, arms, bicep, all that good stuff, all that goodness. They took some inspiration from the Wing Zero on this aspect of it, I believe, unless there's another Gundam out there. But yeah, I like that. On the box, it's, I think they got this white, you know. Let me pull that up there. So they have this white. I wanted gray because there's some really good detail up in that. Look. Okay. Some great detail. And they didn't have to do that, but they wanted to. I appreciate that. Again, you can have that down or you can have it all the way up. It's your prerogative. Alright. There is a spot back here. So this right here, that's where you're going to add your backpack on, okay? And I know you guys are waiting on it, but you just take this tab off. Bam. I'm going to go ahead and take that off now. Alright. It comes with a multitude of hands. I chose to go with these because the weapons, I did an error. You guys are going to hate me for it. But I glued the white pieces onto the hands, not realizing that you kind of have to pry the weapons into the hands, and I didn't realize that before I glued them in. So if I decide to transfer the hands or whatever, I'm going to have to break the white pieces off. Okay, so with that being said, give you guys a good look at that head detail. Now this is what you get straight out the box. The only thing I didn't do any panel lining, so I might do another video panel line, but I just panel lined the head. Okay, so that's it. Okay, that's the only thing I panel lined, but all the other detail and stuff, this is it. So just the head was the only thing I panel lined. And honestly, I didn't have to, but I just wanted to see the difference in if I had to panel line something to make it pop or not. And like I said, with the eyes, I kind of want to do something else with the eyes because they just look kind of dead to me. Well, see, now in the camera, they don't look as dead as in the camera, because I'm looking at what you guys are seeing. The eyes don't look all that bad now, but before, when I was just looking at it, it looked like it was just dead. But yeah, I love this thing, man. You guys just don't know how much I love this particular model. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and put him down. We're gonna get into the base of operations. I don't like these. I put them together just because of the aesthetic of it, but I do not like these, so I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of those. All right. But yeah, they're just supposed to be, I guess, it. I don't know. I don't know what that is. I'm not even going to try to pretend or anything like that. But here's one of the weapons there. Okay, you get two of these. All right. So there you go. It's hard plastic. The handle is a metal composite alloy. All right. This is for the when you put it in the hand. This attaches to the bottom of the forearm. Okay. And you have a choice. You can always take that off, and it hooks into another weapon. All right. And I'm try to show that to you guys later on, but as far as right now, these are the weapons that I like the best. Alright, so for those of you that already have this model kit, let me know what I did wrong or what I didn't do, because my ship is very, very fragile. But this is the ship mode, bird mode, whatever you want to call it, right? So you got that. Bam. Look at that. Bam. From the side. Okay. Bam. There's the back side right there. And believe me, this thing is pretty tight, except for this piece here. It goes back and forth, it wobbles, but I love the fact of it's a jet, spaceship, whatever you want to call it. It's also where you can put all your other weapons, your accessories. Okay, you can do different things with it. It's let's see, make sure the wings can go up and down. Same thing with these here. These go up and down. They individually come out like such. Okay. This is another weapon, wing, whichever one you want to call it. The only things that, and even are these weapons? Yeah, even these are weapons. Okay, so I was like, the whole time, because I started building this, I'm like, oh, I'll just go ahead and do the wings. It'll be over with. This took longer than the actual model himself. Okay, believe it or not, this took me longer because you got 4 of these, 2 of these, and then you have so many different options of where to put all this stuff. Okay, the guns, you have twin buster rifles. Okay, so you can put them together. You can add them onto here. This becomes a shield. This is a backpack. You can go with 2 different types of swords like this, or you can combine this with the other one to make one big giant sword, right? It's just so many different options. I'm going to try to get through this without getting too frustrated. We'll go with taking this off first. Alright. Because there is, I don't think they explained in the instructions very well about a particular part. But, yeah. So, this is it right here. This is one of the swords. You just kind of pull that out there. And pull these off. Okay. And, yeah, you got these. And you can, I'm imagining he can grip them right here. That's what I imagined. Now, if you want to put them together, you got this blue one and this clear one. I particularly like the blue. And you just kind of, I think it goes like this, and then you take this piece I was telling you about earlier. I've not done this, but yeah, it just sticks in there. Okay. So now you got this big giant sword. Alright. Looks pretty cool. Looks pretty cool. What do you guys think? Like I said, I'm definitely gonna panel line this stuff later. But I mean, it still looks good. It still looks good in my personal opinion. It still looks good. All right, I think that was it for this. Then you got this piece. Okay, got this piece here. The only thing it does is it becomes a shield, I do believe. And I'm trying to remember if it goes... Yeah. So, remember this piece right here? Yeah. So, it's going to go... Actually, it can go on either arm, I guess. So, I can either use that attachment, or maybe I can just attach it to this arm. Let's see here. Alright, so yeah. So apparently you have to, in order for things to work correctly, I suggest you just attach it to the arm, that one piece there to the arm, hook it in if you can. Apparently I cannot. There we go. So that's him with his shield. Again, like I said, very wing reminiscent. Be careful with these here. They do pop off very easily, at least on my copy. I'm probably going to glue these on just so that I don't lose them. And they go right here. Or you know what, I could be putting them on upside down. That's probably why they keep popping off. I have a tendency to put things backwards, as you can tell, because most people put the shield on the left arm of the Gundams because, well, yeah, that's what they see. Yeah, no, not doing that. Now, because I don't know if my copy is just super heavy or back heavy, but mine loves to just fall back. But yeah. Alright, so that's that. Now, the guns, they may come apart when I do this. So, yep, and see, there goes the handle right there. Now, there's a piece right there. Well, you can't even see it because of my finger. So if you take, let me get one of these. This piece right here, you have to plug that in. But when you put it in double buster mode, you have to take that off. Alright, so I'm going to attempt to just take it off from there because it is a pain to try to get those in there. Because I literally had to really look hard to find out what those pieces were and how they attached in the bird mode. Okay, so when you're done with that, you just where's my nails at? I broke all my nails off apparently. Here we go. So that's that. And of course, with Ultimate Fashion, you know, you got that peg right there for the double action. If you don't want the double action, you just push that back in there. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to do something with that. I'm gonna do something. Yeah, but yeah, I like that though. And even that right there, look at that. And I might even have to panel line any of this, to be honest with you. The stickers, I feel like the stickers wouldn't do it justice. You know, that's just my personal opinion. Especially the type of stickers they gave them with. I don't know what type of stickers they are. I don't know if they're the stickers you gotta use for the water or what. Because I suck at the ones that have the water. So, man. Alright. There's that. And like I said before, you want to put them together. Pull this peg out. Bam. Alright. Bam. Get that right there. And take it. And they're supposed to stick. I think there's another spot they're supposed to connect to. Yeah, right here. So there's another spot there. Another spot there. Alright. Just put them together. Bada bing, bada boom. Dole Buster rifles. Alright. So that's that. So the next thing you got to do is you come over here and give me one moment, guys, and everything like that. Close my door. And so you take this and that's pretty much the bird mode, or the wings, so to speak, right? And I'm probably gonna put it just like that. But before we do this, I want to show you guys one thing. And what you do, you just open that up right there, take this off, right? Okay, so it took me a minute to figure this one out, right? So I was trying to figure out how to get this attached to the wing. Well, as you can see right there, it just plugs in. There's a little hole right there, and I was like, well, how do you get that in there? Because when I put it together, in the sword mode, right? And because I don't read instructions all that well, you know, it was complicated, just like that's being. So yeah, so you just kind of go take this off right here. Bam. Alright, and here's a cool little gimmick. Goes in, comes out, lift that out. So that's, you know, you can do that right there, or as I'm going to more than likely do, is I'm just going to keep it like that. A word of advice, unless it's just my copy, if you're going to keep it in the wing form, you might want to just not put that in, because it tends to kind of fold out there, as you can see right there. It doesn't go all the way down, and so you have the risk of, if you touch it or do anything like that, it will it won't stick on there. As you can see, it doesn't stay on there all that well. So you just kind of have to be patient with it, and, you know, do that type of thing. So that's one thing. You just take it, and I guess honestly it really depends on what side you want to put this on. I do believe, I don't think it really no, it does matter. It does matter which side you put that back on. So yeah, so you just tab that back in there like that. But But yeah, that's the articulation for that. They, goes back and forth, up and down, and it goes in like this, and about like that. All right, there, and there. All right, and this here, it can go several different ways. So I think they want it to go down like that because that attaches to the back piece, right? So I'm not 100% sure exactly how they want everything to be done on it, but so let's see if we can't put the wings on them and see what it looks like. Okay, so once you put the wings on him, he is extremely back heavy. Okay, so giving you warning right now, I haven't put the wings on before, so I never knew how heavy he would be, but luckily they give you some attachments that that you can take off, maybe, if you're strong enough in your fingers. Man, that is in there. Okay, so they give you this little attachment right there. All right, so it does the job. It sticks in there, and that attachment is just for the back of the robot itself. You can push this in right here, move it around. I'm gonna see if I can put it straight up, lock that back in there, and then you can have it like that. Okay, of course he's not looking straight at you, so we got to do some more adjusting. Lock it in again, see what we get. Bada bing, bada boom. Alright, bam. So that's basically that's that right there. Okay, and of course his foot fell off again. So apparently the feet are its weak points, but it's okay. It's okay. Weapon wise, like I said, I'd have to get the other hands out, which I may do, but that's that. Check that out in the back there. Yeah, sexy time. So you can take the wings, do all different types of things with your wings, whatever you want to do with them. It's that's the thing about model kits. You can do whatever you want with them, and can't nobody tell you what you can or cannot do. It's your money, and you do with it whatever you want. That's my motto, and that's how I live my life. Alright, so you can do it like that. You can have it folded all the way back, like so, if you want it. Again, it's completely up to you on how you want to pose your model kits, your figurines. You can go put it upside down backwards. You know what? Hey, it's yours. Why not? Look at that. Now, aesthetically, no, it's not gonna look right. That's ugly. I can tell you that right now. Well, I don't know. I don't know. I kind of like that. I kind of like it. I don't know, y'all. Oh, I kind of like that. Put one sword right there, and put the other sword, right there, kind of, sort of. But yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. I might keep it like that. No lie. Don't lie. Have the thrusters holding up so you can see more of that yellow right back there, or gold, whatever color you want to call it. Um yeah. Yeah, I like it though. I like it. I like it. That's slick. I like that a lot. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Once I put all this stuff, you know, this stuff right here back on there, it'd be cool. So what I have not shown you guys, okay, was the different hands. I do believe I did not show you guys. So, because, and the other accessories. All right, so these right here, they go on the bottom of the gun, you know, and this helps the mech hold the gun right there. So put that on there. That attaches to the underarm right there. I'd have to switch out the hands. All right. So